morning, everybody. This is Troy from Country Wood Products. I haven't done a video for a while. I was semi-hibernating. Had some health issues. There were some bugs going around, and we kept bouncing them back and forth among each other in that local area here. And so then we had a really, really bitter cold spell, and now we've had a bit of a warmer spell, but that bug bounced back to me. And I'm back on my feet again today. Well, a couple days here. But a lot has changed, a lot has gone on since last made a video. I'm working on this trailer again now, and my little trailer. The landscaping trailer I would not recommend to anyone at all. On the day I brought it, or the night I brought it home, it blew out the taillights of my truck. And so that was a bad problem. The wiring on that trailer was shot from the start. The paint was chipped off. That should have been an alarm for me. The welding was shoddy. But still, a landscaping trailer, I mean, it was a great thing, a great idea. And then the first time I ran it, the cap came off, the axle, the dust cap from the bearings. That popped off. So I went and got another one. Now, I couldn't use it, and I went and got another cap, and that one popped off the next time I used it, and the license plate broke off right down the road. I didn't even get down the road very far, and the license plate broke off. Somebody turned it into the police and got it back to me, fortunately. In Michigan, it's a lifetime license plate. So that was a good thing I got it back. And then I drove it in on a slushy road, and then I read reviews after that, because all the paint came off. The whole front of that trailer, the framing underneath, the fenders, the paint was all gone, just gone. It was the weirdest thing. All the paint was gone. But I noticed, I don't think there's primer on that. I don't think they primered that metal before they painted it. I didn't see any primer. And I read reviews, and I found out the first time you drive them in a rainstorm, the paint blows off. It just blasts the paint off. It's so weird. And they have issues with braking because of the shoddy welding. I think they have grade school children doing their welding over there for them. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend it. I took it back, and I did not want a replacement. I don't want another bad product. So that's the end of that. So I'm working on my old behemoth trailer. It's got a heavy duty axle. It'll hold 4 tires. This thing has had multiple thousands of pounds of weight on it in its life. I got it from an old forestry man in Sawyer, and it had been used hard in its life before I got it, and then I've used it pretty hard. I've had multiple 12, 16 foot logs on this trailer at any given time, and this is what I've always used to haul slab wood from the sawmill, green slab wood, a full cord, at about 3,700 pounds on here, and that's of poplar. So I'm reworking the removable stake sides. They were a little too heavy for me. I do want to be able to quickly take them off alone and put them back on as needed and work on this. So I took the boards off the middle, and I'm actually putting them on my little baby trailer, my 4x8, to double its height so that I don't have to neatly stack a face cord in there. The little trailer is great for short trips, or when I don't have a lot of time to work in the woods, or I'm doing a delivery for a smaller batch because it's ultralight. But the problem with the short sides, I had to neatly stack all the logs standing up on end, because it's a 4x8, and a face cord is 4x8 by 16 inches. I had to stack the logs up neatly, and that is a mega waste of time when you're working like that. So extending and doubling the sides, I'll be able to just toss the wood in and still get a face cord. I don't want to haul any more than a face cord in that because that's its weight limit. You know, it's comfortable weight limit. I don't ever want to hurt that. This one will easily take a full cord, but up to this height, loosely thrown in, it'll take 2 face cord. So 2/3 of a full cord up to here. And I've had it there before. But anyway, what I'm going to do is add another 2x4 in for strength and make it rigid. Add more screws, because I don't know why I didn't double up on this one, but I'm going to reinforce the screws. And then I'm going to put welded fence wire in here, because that's going to be a whole lot lighter than that thick, dense wood that I had before. And then I'm going to work on, I've got the rear end where I can pop the back piece in conveniently. I'm going to work on the front some more so that I can use the winch, swing the winch over the front, so it's going to have a V cutout in the front. But and then probably put my toolbox on there, put the battery in there, and everything like I was doing with the landscaping trailer. Let me take you over to the wood piles, which are non-existent. Talk about that. There is absolutely nothing left at all down the line. I have to be careful. The boots I'm wearing is not good for ice. There's nothing left except for our own personal wood here, and even that's green. The stuff I had stacked up there, we're starting to burn. There's nothing left. This here, we're gonna burn that. There's nothing left anywhere, nothing at all. This here, that's ours. We're burning that. Because I was down and out for a while, we sold out everything we had. There's just a couple piles. I hope to clean that up. It's supposed to rain today. It's 41 degrees, which is beautiful. I don't know, but finally this has been exposed. This has been buried under snow and ice forever. And I hope to process this and get it off the ground. This is all wet, really wet. 30 to 50, 60% wood out in here. Somewhere was that owl face that I wanted to keep. I think it was an owl face. One of these had an owl face. There, right there. I want to keep that slab. I want to sell the slabs off that, the owl face. But everything's green that's left. I mean, really, like literally green. And that's a pile of green. We have a little bit of wood to split here. A little bit back there needs some resplitting. But that's like 30-40%. We'll put that away and burn it. There is nothing left here for sale. Nothing at all. We are emptied out. I got to get back out there in the woods. So this little one here has served me well. And I got the board sitting here. Again, depending on the rain, if it holds off or not. Being so nice out. These are literally going to come up here. And it's great because I always wanted to put something up here. You can see somebody dropped a log. And I've been wanting to raise this up to have a more solid, newer surface up higher so we don't beat up. That wood is still holding up, and I don't want to replace it yet until summer. I really don't want to get into that right now. But that's going to be raised up nicely, and I've got new lights for it. The lights are all broke off. That was absolute garbage. They didn't last at all. So I bought new lights for it and I'll get them on. Oh yeah, I got the wiring on this one all done up. I just got to clip the wire, the ends off. I started working on this in the fall, and then winter came on and that ended that project because it just got too cold and miserable. But I think this is going to be my bigger trailer for now, and I'm going to come up with a way to get a ramp. Now this is not as wide as the landscaping trailer, which is a bummer, because the landscaping trailer was 5.5 feet, and this is just 4 feet in between the boards, so not as wide. But with the crane and winch, which by the way, those things I have used them heavily. It's my second winch on there, third winch. I have used this so hard and worn out winches on this trailer. This thing has hauled some serious heavy stuff. But with the crane and winch tested and battle hardened, I know that this trailer can really handle some loads. So this will be the one. This will be the big one for hauling out of the forest and hauling on logs. That way I don't have to hurt myself lifting heavy oak rounds. So, yep, that's the updates. I'm going to get in, and it's a wet air. So, a little bit cold, but we'll see what today brings. Hopefully I can get the yard cleaned up before it freezes again, and we're going to get a deep freeze coming up. But I'm going to get this in and process for you. Please like this video. Subscribe if you haven't. I am going to be back in business.